You're watching The Morning Show on CKWS.
(7:21) Monday morning. Sean Binkley joins us. Nice to see you again, Sean.
Good morning.
You're telling us all to relax.
Relax. Now,
there's a lot of information coming at us.
Exactly. Now, I will mention, I always told my young son never to tell a woman, especially his mother, to relax. Good advice.
Yes.
But I'm telling people to relax when it comes to headlines. Yeah, we have more information at our fingertips than ever. I'm not saying don't watch the news, especially the morning show. You want to watch the morning show every morning. But I'm a news junkie myself, and sometimes I got to put it away, right? Because, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, but the topic is relax.
Well, and this is pertinent because the interest rates, they did raise them after several years. Last week, it's now 0.75. So people are writing more articles. There's more discussion about this, what it means. Can I buy a house? What does it mean to the debt?
Yeah.
So people can get worked up over this.
Yeah, and we chatted about it last week too. But I mean, realistically, 0.75 is the overnight rate. That's not what we're paying, but so money was almost free before. Now it's a little bit higher than almost free. There's nothing to panic about here, people. So if you see a headline about rates rising, well, then put more down on your mortgage or your debt. That's it. The sky is not falling. Relax.
So this is a time to really take a look at yourself, take a look at perhaps your household finances. Never mind what's going on in the rest of the world, maybe just take care of yourself first.
Yeah, and of course, we can't be oblivious to what's happening in the world, right? But you're absolutely right. Just look at your own household economy. When we're seeing stories about debt levels being on the rise, well, how can you control debt levels of other Canadians? You can't. Control your own debt spending. Are you spending more money than what you're making? Put more money down onto that debt. Most loans are open. Mortgages aren't necessarily open, but there are prepayment options, so that you can get your debt paid off quicker. Maybe skip that latte every now and again and put more money down on your debt.
Yeah, you've talked about the latte factor in the past.
Yeah. Well, sometimes we have to repeat ourselves, right, to get the message through. Relax. The other thing is the housing market. That's a recent story, especially locally here, right? That the housing market is out of control. It's crazy. You never want to make a major financial decision quickly. Relax.
Yeah. And we've been hearing some horror stories out of the GTA now that housing market seems to have cooled for the meantime. You hear about these people who are now gaining access to their homes. The homes have closed. These are people who purchased their homes $100,000 over asking, no home inspection. They get into these homes and they're a mess. There's rodents. The appliances aren't what they thought. And they're upset, but they're finding out, this is what happens if you don't go through the steps.
Exactly. These conditions are there for a reason. Appraisals are there for a reason. Again, you don't want to make a major financial decision on your own, really, or quickly. The other quick thing I wanted to mention, I sent you that. Do we have this text? The text from this morning. This is what I got overnight. And my wife got the same thing. It says, Interact is overcharged $53 Canadian from your mobile balance. Click here for more details on your refund.
And I received this over the weekend.
Yeah, so it sounds like we're both on the Bell network, although I think it happens all over the place. So again, I guess just around that whole topic of relaxing. Don't do it, in the famous words of Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
I've got the song in my head now, Sean.
But just switch over to a browser. Interact scam or Interact texting scam. I did that quickly. It comes up. It's a phishing scam. Phishing is just that. They're phishing for your banking information. So don't click on that. Delete it. A lot of providers have a way that you can forward that. I think just forward it and type in at the phone number spam, and then I don't know that you'll be able to block that. There's ways to block numbers, right? And you can do that. Don't text it. Don't, say, hey, don't do this again or whatever. They're just looking for it. Just don't open it, delete it, and block it. There's a lot of scams out there. So I'm figuring that if you got it, I got it, my wife got it, there's a number of people in town that received it as well.
So perhaps if it's sitting on your phone right now, you just were scrolling through, you saw that text, because for me it arrived quite early in the morning. So you're half asleep and you see this thing and I'll deal with it later. Just if you've got an iPhone, I suppose swipe. If you've got a BlackBerry, hit delete. and don't go any further with it.
Well, if you have a BlackBerry, it is 2017, so you might want to upgrade your phone. But I get the point. You know, the other thing my wife mentioned is that they spelled interact wrong. I didn't notice that. But
that's right, they did. That's often a giveaway with these scams, isn't it? Is that there are spelling errors.
Yeah.
And we're so used to just scanning through things that we don't pick up on it. But your wife, with her eagle eyes, spotted that.
She's a smart woman. Yeah.
Okay, so relax as we're into the third week of July. You know, we are into the heart of summer, and often these sort of household financial situations are things we like to worry about for another day. But it is good to be on top of it, but not to stress too much, because you're right, we can't carry the weight of the world on our shoulders.
Exactly.
Just look after yourself.
Worry about yourself.
Okay, great advice. Have a wonderful week, Sean.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week, and we'll see you after the break.
This Dominion Lending segment has been brought to you by Sean Binkley, broker and wealth and insurance planner.